In this video, I am going to show you, well, Tipper and I are going to show you my all-time favorite Photoshop trick. Now, this one's been around for a long, long time, and you'll find it in Photoshop CC 2019. Yes, you know that. Anyway, but it's been available in regular Photoshop for at least 10 years. So if you don't have the subscription to Photoshop 2019, the CC version, the online subscription version, but you do have an older Creative Cloud version, or not Creative Cloud, that's what CC stands for, isn't it? The CS version, Creative Suite. If you got an old working Creative Suite version of Adobe Photoshop, you can do it just as easily there. Now, what this trick involves is taking pictures, your own pictures. Now, let's say you're out somewhere and you want to take a picture of a national monument or something special, but there's lots of people around and you really can't get a clear, straight shot of it because all these people are in the foreground or background or whatever, and they're all mulling around. And wouldn't it be nice if you could get a shot of the object without the people there, without spending $10,000 to hire police to cordon off the area for 5 minutes while you took a picture of the of the item? So what this does, this trick here, is it eliminates all of the people and it leaves your object that you're focusing on when you take your shot all by itself, standalone. Isn't that cool? All right, let's go see how this is done.
Hey, now I forgot to mention that in addition to removing people from an image, this trick can also be used to remove vehicles from an image. Example, let's say you stand over a freeway bridge and you take a shot of all the traffic on the freeway. If you take multiple shots and combine them together using Photoshop CC 2019, you can remove all of the vehicles from the highway and make it look like the freeway is totally empty. Wouldn't that be nice? That's how they get those shots. All right, so we're going to work with people in our example here. So let me get started. And we're going to open up this folder here called Highland Lighthouse. And what we're going to do is I'm going to show you that you need to take multiple images, which is what I did when Pat and I visited Cape Cod back in several years ago. And that's actually, this is the finished image. That's not the one I wanted to show you. Hang on here. Let me see. Where the heck is it? Uh, there we go. Okay, that's the image I wanted. All right. So here I am, and Pat took this picture of me taking a picture of Highland Lighthouse. Now you'll notice I do not have a tripod. You don't need a tripod for this. A tripod is preferable because it keeps your shot steady and it keeps your object in the frame constantly without moving around. But if you're kind of careful, you can handhold a camera and snap off several images. Now, the thing is, you'll notice when Pat took his picture, there's people on the pathway here, and you can see people here and people here. And I think there's even somebody up there in the light room of the lighthouse. So let's go take a look. And here are the images that I took with the camera. Now, you'll see people walking along the path here and here. All right, you look up here. Here's someone definitely up here in the lantern room of the lighthouse. And then I took the next image, and you notice the guy in the lantern room has moved, but he's still there. The people on the pathway have moved to a different location. Let's back up. Whoa, that didn't work. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, hold on here. There, I need the up and down arrow keys instead of the left right keys. Okay, the people are in this position. Okay, let's take the woman with the green shirt before we go to the next image. I'll just put the cursor on her and see she's moved. Okay, and this guy has moved. Where was he before? See, he was right here. Whoops. There we go. All right, so you see the people have moved. They changed position. We still got this guy up here. So let's go to the next image I took. They're still here. This guy's almost disappeared. And we go to this last image, and now they've all but disappeared. And we go one more, and now you don't see the guy in the lantern room anymore. And these people have moved to new positions. Okay, you got the idea? So now you see that I took, what was it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's close it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. I took 5 images. That's all I took. And I would suggest you take at least that many, depending on how many people and how frequently they move. So that said, let's go in and we're going to open up Photoshop CC 2019, which is right there. And I'll get that open. And it's a little slow on the opening, but we'll get there. And remember, you can do this in Photoshop CS2. If you have an older working copy that still operates on your computer, you can go in and use it there. So, all right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go up to File. It finally woke up. There we go. All right, we're going to go up to File. And we're going to come down here under File and go to Scripts. Okay? And from Scripts, we're going to come down to Statistics. You got that? Scripts, Statistics, all under File. Scripts, Statistics. And we're going to go to Statistics. And we are going to browse to find our files. And we already know it's 6190 through 6194, so I will shift click like that and click Open. Now, the other two things is I believe the default on this when you first go here will be mean, and you need to change that to median. Okay, so change the stack mode to median. The second thing that's very important, normally when you open this up, it says attempt to automatically align source images is unchecked. You need to make sure that it is checked, especially if you got handheld images, because this makes sure everything stays aligned. All right, now with that, we click OK, and Photoshop does the rest. Let's see what happens. And boom, 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 and it is done. No, not quite. There we go. Now it is done. All right. So let us zoom in and see what happened. I'll use the space bar to move around. And notice there's nobody here. Nobody, you can barely see a person there. If I'd taken another shot, I probably could have gotten them out too. But it's really insignificant, and you could kind of go in there and brush that out with the cloning tool or whatever. And if you look up into the lighthouse, you really don't see anybody up there either. This is probably that guy that was in there earlier, but he's so far in the background I don't really see him. Bottom line is I'm happy with the image. And there's our Highland Lighthouse. This is on Cape Cod in Massachusetts. And no people around. Isn't that amazing? And I did that with a handheld camera by just taking 5 consecutive pictures. If I took a few more, I probably could have gotten this out and probably gotten him out if I just waited long enough. So there you go. It's the same process for the freeway bridge, you know, getting the traffic off the highway. You do the same thing. And at this point, you would just go ahead and edit the photo, you know, sharpen it, give it a little more vibrance, give it a little more kick, whatever. Here's one thing I noticed right off the bat here. Because of the misalignment, you see this dark line here, you see that dark line there. Well, that's just easy. You just get the crop tool, get in there, and we'll just bring that up there. And we'll bring this one over here. Boom, 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 boom. That's gone. We'll click OK, and that's it. We're done. That's all there is to the trick. It is, to me, it is one of the coolest tricks I ever learned in Photoshop. And if you do any traveling and take a lot of pictures, I'm sure you've been in this situation where you wish you could get the people out. It's pretty easy. You can do it handheld. You don't have to have a tripod. You have to be a little careful, try to hold it steady, try to, keep your position. But you can clean the people right out of the picture or the traffic out of the picture, as the case may be. What it's doing is anything that changes position, statistics takes a look at that and makes a note. And it also notes the things that never change and gets rid of the things that move and keeps the things that don't move. So there you have it. Enjoy it. And we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.